Welcome, Suzanne. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me today.
Do you remember what your first experience was with the H949?
Well, it's funny because I was going through my archives recently and I came across some photos, black and white photos of me kind of hugging and cradling my my new Eventide module. And, I was having a romance, a love affair with technology back then. So the H949 was one of those magical instruments that I used, I know, on my first album, Seven Waves. And I've always had an interest in spatial sound, the movement of sound. So with the delay, you could do spatial dances between the speakers. And I noticed that a lot on my first album. I found that if I put my voice through this and put it down to 0.8, I became Steve. So I developed an alter persona and I actually became this person. Steve did songs like Steve Saves the World, Steve Goes to a Party, Steve Wishes You a Happy Birthday. I had something called the Voice Box, which I put together. It was a rack of rack mounted things that the 949 was in there. So the voice allowed me, with an envelope follower, I had a vocoder, I had the Eventide, I had compressors, and I could use my voice to shape the sound. Also, I could design amazing sounds with that, like doing the Xenon pinball game. That was all Eventide, by the way. And I was the first female voice in a pinball machine. And there's a film about making those sounds. You can see in the film, they show me like just dialing the Eventide,
And this
going.
is the 949.
Yeah. Going down from low to high. And also using it for the falling sound. Xenon.
Wow.
So because I had come to electronics via performance, I was really happy interacting with the machines. I like to do live, knob moves or dials or whatever. I saw everything as an interactive system. It was a different approach, I think, than just being an engineer in a control room. I think applying this to the voice is a very special world. And if you're a woman, and you live up here, the fact that you can live down there and every place in between is...
It made things possible that weren't possible before.
Yeah. It almost sounds like it became a weapon for fighting sexism.
Yes.
I mean, really, it does.
I'm sure it opened up like opportunities, if someone needed something that was, it's like, oh, I would like a male voice for this radio spot, or I'm thinking of having a male voice for this radio ad. It's like, oh, well, I can just pitch shift my voice down a couple of semitones and here we are.
Here we are.
It's like you now have this whole arsenal of sound that wasn't possible before.
And had a human touch, it was human. So it was lovely.
Thank you so much. Those were some really, really great stories.
And thank you for being a pioneer as a woman in audio. It's really fantastic.
Thank you.